Hey guys, welcome back. It's part 13 of X4 Foundations, and I really, been,
Attention all
I don't know, I've been
departments.
playing for a few
Pilots have
hours,
been
so I just want to
summoned.
kind of give you guys an update of some of the things I've been doing. Um, well, first of all, I capped a ship. This one here. See my logo. Um, yeah, it's pretty cool. It's a Kestrel Sentinel. Um, it has a lot more hull than either the Elite Interceptor or the Discover Scout. It still only has one gun though. This one here. Um, I w- when I saw a model of this ship and it docked before, I was thinking maybe these were guns. Like I was thinking it had maybe three turrets and two missile turrets, but no, that's all for looks. There's only one gun. Warning, laser inside. Oh yeah, that's what I tell all the girls. Um, so, anyways, I capped this ship. So I've been flying this one to check it out, see how it works. It's not as maneuverable as the Discoverer, but it does have 3,100 hull. Has the same amount of
Restaurant is now open for
shielding.
anyone wishing to dine in
It's a
smooth
little bit
and
slower, but
delicious.
it's not as maneuverable. One gun, and I'm comparing this to the Discoverer because really the Discoverer, because it has two turrets, it has 1,400 hull. The Elite had 1,800 hull. This one's got 3,100 hull, so definitely the hull's a lot better on this one. But the Discoverer has two turrets. Well, the Elite and the Kestrel have one, and the Discoverer is a lot fast. Well, not a lot faster than the Kestrel, but faster. Um, and a lot faster than the Elite. But the Discoverer is a lot more maneuverable than either one of those other two ships, the Elite or the Kestrel. Um, so I'm trying to learn the ships here because I got my, like I've got my impressions from X3 for these ships and these names, but I have to kind of change it around to really kind of see what they are in this game. The Kestrel Sentinel is considered a scout, like the Discoverer's considered a scout, but definitely, I mean, this one's got the hull, but then the Discoverer's got two turrets versus one, and more maneuverable and faster. So it's kind of like the differences right now that I'm finding. But anyways, I thought that was pretty cool. The cockpit's actually different. It's a lot deeper, as you can see. There's only one side door. You can't go out this side here. Um, and if you see, I don't know if you can kind of tell, the cockpit glass here is kind of slid forward. What it does is this whole glass canopy, when you sit, it will slide back here and close. Well, if I took off, it would. Um, I'm not going to take off right now, but that whole canopy, I don't know if you can kind of see it's slid forward, but it basically, that door, just like that one, comes up, and then this canopy slides back, which is kind of a cool effect. It's cool. I like the differences in the ships. You know what I mean? I really do. I'm liking the variety and the models, the shit, all that stuff. Plus, when I captured this one, ships, like the same ship can have different skins and paint jobs, which is cool. So if I go here to the paint jobs, there's like basic quality, there's enhanced quality, I don't have any of those, and then there's exceptional quality. These are all different paint job choices. Um, oh no. Well, crap. When I capped this, it had a
I have
camouflage,
come to the end of my research.
like a it was a camouflage paint job, and I switched it to default because I kind of wanted, because that's what my other ships are like right now. But I thought I would be able to switch back if I wanted to, but just because I went back to default, now the selection for that camouflage paint job's not there. I would think, you know, if I captured a ship and had the paint job, I'll be able to have that paint if I wanted it. Oh well. Oh well. But anyways, it's really cool because there's I'm not sure how many, but there's multiple paint job, you know, skins, paint jobs for the same, you know, for each ship model, which is kind of cool. So you can have your own color scheme if you want. But anyways, yeah, that's the Kestrel. So I capped that ship. I got that. Oops, no, not that one. The Elite Vanguard and the 2 Discoverers, they're fully, you know, fully upgraded, fully stocked. They've got their own pilots and full crews, service crews. And I made a wing for them. Now, what they're doing right now is I've got them patrolling. I don't know if you can, they're not moving very fast, but if you see how the mineral fields are moving, they are actually moving. So that right now what they're doing is they're patrolling Grand Exchange 1 is what they're doing. They're patrolling. Now, I am hoping, I'm not sure, but I'm hoping that with them patrolling, the pilots will be able to gain more experience and kind of like level up, because I need a level 3 pilot to use the Explorer command, and that's really what I need. I really need to have NPC ships explore, because I just don't want to after exploring all the modules of all these stations here, all these, and exploring, you know, what I did, it's a big universe, and it just took a lot of time. I really don't want to do that again. I really want to use NPCs to try to explore, and hopefully they'll be able to scan station modules. I really hope about that. So anyways, so I got the wing together. Their command is to patrolling Grand Exchange 1 that has the headquarters, and I am flying around in the Kestrel Sentinel. As you see here, I did get, I believe I've got more miners now than last video. The way I'm obviously, it's kind of similar to the way I would name ships in X3. It's kind of like what the type is, like what's it, you know, what's the main category of that ship, and the size. Like I would usually have, like, you know, is it an M1, M2, M3, or, you know, whatever. But there's medium miners, there's large miners. So I got it minor, well, the type, size, and then what is it mining, and then where is it? Like, did I set it in Grand Exchange 3 or did I set it in Grand Exchange 1? And the reason for it is because it's all alphabetical order. Okay, they're going to be listed in alphabetical order, so it keeps them all organized, kind of, in their, like, what ships are doing what roles. But also, if I need to check, who knows, maybe a ship gets blown up, one of these miners get blown up or something like that. I would probably be able to look at the logbook in X4, but it wasn't the greatest in X3, so I'm just used to doing it this way. So if I'm like, hey, you know what, there is silicon in Grand Exchange 1, I can easily look here and say, oh yeah, I already have a miner mining that silicon. Or you know, hey, I found methane gas here in Grand Exchange 3. Did I set a gas miner on it already? Well, if I go here with methane, Grand Exchange 3. So I already know. It kind of helps me keep track of everything and keep it organized. Anyways, I just wanted to let you guys know about that. That may help you. But again, it seems like the tools and UI is definitely a lot easier anyway in X4 compared to X3. So anyways, I wanted to show you what I've got. I got these miners all trading. Now, while the miners trade, just like in past X games, with every trade, they increase the faction relations that they're trading with. So right now, I don't know how I got this one, but I got a +1 for Alliance of the Word. I'm not sure exactly how I got that. I think trading. I'm +6 with the God Realm of the Paranid. +6 with them. That was all due to my miners selling goods to their stations. And the Talati company, now I'm at 17. I still don't have a capital ship license or capital equipment license also. I'm not sure what level. I'm hoping it's 20.
All ex-military personnel
Looking at the Xenon and the Cock being -30, I'm guessing 30 either plus or minus is the max. I'm just guessing that though, off of looking at these. And so I'm hoping I'm getting these licenses at 20 and not 30, because that would really suck having to wait that long. Because I don't know all the numbers in this game, but the prior X games, each level higher in that polarity, like either positive or negative in relations, each level takes more, I don't know, you can just call it, just for a term I'm making up for lack of a better word, relationship points. Like I say a trade is 5 points, going from 1 to 2 may only take 100 points to increase to 2, but going from 17 to 18 may take 200,000 points or whatever. I'm trying to communicate that so people who don't know, because I'm pretty positive that's going to be the same mechanic here. So it's going to be harder and harder and harder as you go up in levels of positive. Now negative though, that's different. I mean, I know in past X games, if you blow someone up or whatever, there's usually big relationship hits. Like, so there are consequences to your actions, and that's why I didn't start. That's why I was dropping illegal goods at the beginning of the game, because I didn't have enough cushion on the positive side that if I did get caught, because I just didn't want to get on the negative side and lose privileges and all that stuff. So anyway, so I'm increasing relations, which is good. Still not there yet to be able to buy the large class of ships, but I can buy the medium class of ships. Yeah, so let's see here. So the ships, got the ships patrolling. Yeah, also up here. Okay, so the wharf. This is where I've been buying my miners. If you see here, it says ships in construction, and it's 2 minutes 31 seconds, and it's not moving. If I went here and I actually scanned all the station modules, and I already had a satellite there, but I needed to initially scan all the modules to get the information. But if I go to, oh, that's not good. Okay. Oh, it was auto saving. Okay. But if I go here to the wharf and go to information, you can see under storage. You can see all the amounts of each item that it's got in storage, and you can tell engine parts here is what it really needs. If you see, well, I'm docked there, but I think if you go to, let's see here, put out production. Huh. I was able to see Huh. I wonder why I can't see production now. Because I was able to see production and it had a whole list of ships. That's odd, because I was able to see it before. Maybe logical overview. No, it's not going to do that one. Huh. Well, anyways, it had a whole bunch of lists of ships that was in the queue, but it's waiting on those engine parts. So I wanted to point that out because that's the way the economy works. Like, it just doesn't produce things out of nothing. There's actually miners, mining ore and then transporting the stations, and those stations can't produce unless they have, all their resources. And so it's just like if you were manually doing it, but for all the NPCs. Now the factions, I'm pretty sure there's no limit to their credits, but all the resources and the production and all that stuff, all those systems, there's no artificial code just creating things out of nothing. It's actually all the way it really works. So if the miners are not mining to produce the ores or whatever that the station needs, the station's not going to get it, and the station's not going to produce what it's supposed to be producing it. And so you can that's what's really cool about X Games, is their economy is not, I mean, it's a virtual game, but it's, I guess the systems in it is as realistic as you can get. If that, I was going to say real economy, but it's an art, it's a game. It is an artificial game universe, but within that artificial universe, the economy is pretty realistic, if that makes sense. So I wanted to point that out because that's a core function, with the way things work here as far as the economy and stuff. So if you're needing things produced and something's not being produced, you have to find out what it is lacking, and you may need to manually transport goods even if it's at a loss as far as credits, just to jumpstart certain stations. And of course, it's like a chain reaction, because if a station is not producing something that other stations rely on, then those stations are also going to stop. But once you jumpstart that one, then it will. Oh, sorry about that. I just started coughing there. Anyways, I wanted to point out how that economy works to those of you who don't know how that works, because that can get frustrating if you don't know the whys behind things. And as far as Eaglesoft itself, they don't explain things very well like that. So anyways, I'm basically waiting on NPCs to transport stuff because I don't have a transporter myself, and I'm not going to take a scout because the factory, the engine part factory, is all the way down here. So I'm not going to try to use my little scout ship to transport enough to get that thing going. I'm just going to wait for the NPCs to do it. Hopefully they do it. But besides that, research. As you see here, all the blue I've already researched. I'm going to start.
Good choice.
I'm going to start on this one. And if you notice, I got all the hacks. So when I go around stations, I can get these blueprints. And these are mods. Now, what's really cool is this is also why I wanted to start this video, because I'm at the Talati Wharf. So I'm going to assume that at shipyards and at wharfs and probably equipment docks, you see this one, it's got the hammer and the wrench, versus like the shopping cart that's in other stations. This place is the for your ship upgrades and repairs. So I'm assuming this is going to be this anywhere where you can upgrade and repair ships, which is shipyards and equipment docks. So this has got a crafting bench, which we've seen before, but it's also got a workbench. And if you go in the workbench, these are mods, no modification installed. These are all mods. So on your ship, where it said, it has a list of mods that you can have. This is how you craft them. You have to craft them. So you have to have, of course, the right amount of the required recipe ingredients for them. However, one thing that shocked me definitely is, okay, so you got your basic quality, you got your enhanced, and you got your exceptional. So if I went back to the technology, your basic, your advanced, and your exceptional. Okay, so that's pretty self-explanatory there. So you have to research it first. But once they're researched, you can craft them. So you got those 3 levels of quality. But like I was looking at this and I was like, oh, that's a nice variety. However, those are only chassis mods. Chassis mods. And then you got your weapon mods. Oops. You got your weapon mods for whatever guns you got on your ship. And then you got your shield mods for the shields that's on your ship. And then your engine mods for the engines that's on your ship. And then here's paint modifications. No, I don't have. I can't. It doesn't. I don't have. I can't. There's no choices for paint modifications here. But man, that's a lot of mods. You can really adjust and fine-tune ships and really upgrade them a lot. It looks like. Now it does look like there's the chassis, which is tied to the ship. But be warned, be careful, because these other ones are tied to the parts. So if I put these mods on this pulse laser, they're tied to those pulse lasers, and I am assuming that when you change that weapon, if you buy new weapons or whatever, it's not going to have those mods, and I'm not sure if you can uninstall and reinstall mods. I'm not sure how that works. So, but anyways, that's really cool. That's something that's new. There was nothing like this in Rebirth, at least that I remember. But that's pretty in depth. That's pretty cool. So like, say chassis mods. Let's say if I do, that's my drag. This is the requirements. I would need a nano weave, which I've got 1, and a Nevidium crystallite, which I've got 5, but it requires 3. Now the effects. What's interesting here is there's a range of effects. Ship drag. It can go anywhere from -5% to -17%, which that's pretty cool. It's so it's kind of like maybe in MMOs or whatever, when you're crafting items, you have a chance for a critical item or whatever, a purple item. You know what I mean? That's really cool because it can range. So like my drag may decrease between that range with that mod. Deployable capacity, I may increase it 1 or may increase it to 4 or 2 or 3. Countermeasures, same thing, 1 to 4. Haul, my haul can increase anywhere from 5% to 20%. And if you see it costs 50,000. It looks like these at least the basics cost 50,000 to do. But you need to make sure that you have the ingredients. I've only got 1 of these nano weaves, so I don't want to do it right now. Because this is not. I mean, this is not even a fighter ship. This is only a scout. Like, what I want to do. Once this wharf gets producing again, it gets some engine parts. What I want to do is I want to get either a Falcon like if you see here, there's the scouts and there's the actual fighters. I've only been messing with really scouts and the interceptor. But here's the Falcon. Now what's cool about this Falcon, this is the one you may have seen like on trailers and stuff, where this section here on the ends where it's got the hard points, those are for engines, and when you are moving, those move, which is pretty cool. It's a pretty cool effect, and I think it looks really cool too. However, because I was thinking about, because I saw this on the trailer and everything like that, and I've seen it on videos, the Eaglesoft videos, I was thinking I want to get this. Okay, be kind of like my first main fighter to settle with for at least right now. However, that's the Falcon. When I saw the Buzzard, and by the way, this has got, if you go to weapons, it's got two turrets, two weapon turrets. Okay, and then I go to the Buzzard, and I remember the Buzzard from Rebirth. That it looks pretty familiar. It's different, but it's kind of the same shape from what I remember. Now with the Buzzard, if you look at the hull, 4100 on that Falcon is 39, so they're pretty close there. Now the Falcon has got 340 on storage, while the Buzzard's got 300 on storage. However, the Buzzard, it's got 3 weapon slots. When I saw it had 3 weapon hard points, I was it's a harder decision because it's also got a higher, more hull. But because I was thinking about maybe 2 gun turrets and a missile turret, because it can hold 20 missiles. You can also these fighters have 4 crew, not just 2 or 3 or whatever. So anyways, I want to get one of these fighters to be, I want to get these as soon as I can. But right now, and actually they both seem cool. They both have their pluses and minuses, and they both look cool though. So I wanted to show you what I want to get next here. And then if I can get those smaller, like Discoverers, Elite, and stuff like that, those pilots upgraded to 3 stars, I can use the Scouts and the Interceptor for actual scouting and exploring. That's what I'm thinking I'm going to do. So yeah, that's really cool. So anyways, I wanted to show you guys, you know, what I've been doing, just so like, you know, you don't go from one part to the next and it's like you're like, how in the heck did you even get this far? This isn't a very long video, just really kind of showing you what I've been doing, what I've seen and learned, you know, kind of as I go here, so you guys experience it like I do. Yeah, so anyways, so that's really about it. I just wanted to give you guys some eye candy with those ships, and kind of that mod thing. That's really cool. I was shocked by that. I didn't know that it was going to be like this and that deep and that many options.
I have come to the end of my research.
Right, research.
This will allow you to. Very good. I will let you know when I am done.
Because like when I go to, say, the Kestrel, modifications, there are no modifications. But if I had modifications, they would be there. But there's a big list of them that you can have. Okay. Well, anyways, guys, I'm going to keep on trucking here, keep on growing. Another thing too is I need to I guess I don't need to, but I was thinking about doing. There are these guild missions. And they kind of have you. Kind of seems like obviously they're task oriented, like repair satellites, data links, prospects, so that we get more. So that basically, they're talking about finding deals, ship procurement, prospecting. So you can see these steps here. I drop satellites, fragile extraction. I don't even know exactly what that is yet, but these are all mediums, it says. So I'm probably not going to do, and I've never really been a big fan of missions with X anyway, because there's so many choices you can do on your own open sandbox. But I did want to show you that you do have some guild missions that when you join guilds that are available. And I may do those, just at least try them out. So anyway, okay guys, anyways, I'm going to cut it here, but thank you for watching, definitely, and I will see you guys next time.